Hello, sir. How are you? Thank you very much. Thanks for welcoming me to Baku. Hello guys from Azerbaijan, the land of fire. I am here in Baku, the capital, also known as the city of wind. Well, it's not quite that simple. There's actually a few nicknames for this beautiful city. Here is the legendary Caspian Sea, guys. I've always wanted to come here. And I'm finally, such interesting architecture as well, which we'll explore in due course. But I just want to give you some more information about the word Baku and what it means and what it apparently means. So some people say that the word Baku is derived from the Persian word Bhagavan, which means city of God. And then others say that the word Baku is derived from Batkube, also a Persian word, meaning city where the wind blows. Then there's another nickname for the city, as I'm sure you've noticed with some of the architecture around here. It looks pretty modern, maybe a bit of a Dubai feeling about it, but as we'll see later in the city center, there's also a very Europeanesque or a Parisian feeling to the city. So some people argue that it's a mix between Dubai and Paris, and in fact one prominent travel publication calls it the love child of Paris and Dubai, or alternatively put, some people call it the Paris of the East, here in Azerbaijan. And just to give you another shot here of the legendary Caspian Sea and several buildings around here, which is just incredible. Hello sir, how are you? Very good, salam. Yes, let me tell you a little bit about the economy of Azerbaijan. So there's one three-letter word that is central to the Azerbaijan economy: O-I-L. Lots of oil money in this part of the world, and my understanding is the oil is all state-owned as well. So if they discover oil at your house, or if you discover oil at your house, you need to inform the government immediately, and they'll come and do an inspection. And if they like what they see, you'll have to sell your house. The existence of petroleum in this part of the world has been known from about the 8th century, I believe. And by the 15th century or thereabouts, local people started using oil for their lamps from hand-dug surface wells in this part of the world. Commercial exploitation of oil took place in the 19th century, and the Russians were very much at the heart of that. And I've read as well that by the beginning of the 20th century, the Baku oil fields were the largest in the world, and at that stage Azerbaijan produced around 50% of all the oil in the world. So very much a global player historically with regards to oil, and still today. Check out this luxury here in Baku. So here you got the Deniz Mall. You've got the flag of Azerbaijan, which I'll talk about a bit in a second. And through here you got three glassy blue towers, the postcard of Azerbaijan, the flame towers, symbolizing fire. Of course, Azerbaijan, as I explained earlier, is called the land of fire. So they are residential buildings and office buildings, and I believe Lamborghini has got an office there as well. And here at this busy roundabout, just in front of the flame towers, you can also see some Parisian style architecture. So, as I explained earlier, one of the nicknames for Baku is the Paris of the East, where Dubai meets Paris in architecture and in feel. A very unique combination. And also opposite the flame towers and the Parisian style building there, you've got a square with a massive flag of Azerbaijan. Now I've got a bit of a confession. I don't have a list of favorite flags in the world, but I do love. Salam sir, how are you? Very good. I'm just seeing your beautiful flag. Very nice. Some friendly locals. What I was going to say, the confession is that I don't have a list of favorite flags, but if I did, the Azerbaijan flag would absolutely feature very high. Just look how beautiful it is. And the colors, blue, red, green with a crescent moon and an 8-pointed star. What does it all mean? Well, the blue represents the Turkic heritage of Azerbaijan, the red represents progress, and the green represents Islam. But for me, the most interesting feature is the 8-pointed star next to the crescent moon on the red band. So as you know, in many majority Muslim countries such as Turkey and Pakistan, you'll also find a crescent moon and a star on the flag. But in Azerbaijan, you got the 8-pointed star. And some historians disagree about the meaning of the 8-pointed star, which makes it so interesting. So some argue that if you translate the word Azerbaijan into Arabic, it is 8 letters. So you have 1 point of a star for each of the letters. While other scholars argue that the 8-pointed star resembles the 8 Turkic peoples of pre-Soviet times in Azerbaijan. Let me know which part of the argument you are on. Nonetheless, it is an absolutely fascinating flag. Very beautiful and clean gardens here in Azerbaijan. Lots of variety of flowers. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of people cleaning and making the city look pretty, ensuring the city keeps its pristine look. Certainly a very clean place. You can see that people are very proud of their country. You can see a Baku city circuit, so they are very much getting ready for the Grand Prix, which will take place later this month, so April 2023. But I also want to show you some more interesting buildings here in Baku. So you've got the Deniz Mall in front here. It's almost like a Sydney Opera House type design, or a flower design, if you call it that. Now, I've heard an interesting story about the design of this building. I don't know if it's true, so it's not been confirmed, but apparently a very prominent politician in this part of the world had a wife who received a ring from him which was in this shape, and she loved the ring so much that she asked him to build a building for her that resembles the ring, and that's the end product. Now, as I said, I've got no idea if that is true or not, so if anyone is brave enough to confirm that for me in the comments, that would be great. And all around here, hello sir, how are you? All around Baku, the promenade, you get these coffee time with coffee stands. And certainly what I've also noticed are the beautiful gardens here in Azerbaijan, in Baku. And I've read that especially in post-Soviet times, so after the breakup of the Soviet Union, that Azerbaijan spent a lot of time and effort putting together green spaces for the city and beautifying their city. So well done to them for that, because it is absolutely lovely walking around here. Interesting restaurants over here. You can see more of gardens and the flag that we saw earlier, and some more interesting buildings, of course. Here the Deniz Mall, which I just talked about, and here is a carpet museum, which we'll talk about in a second. But I just want to give you another fascinating fact about Baku. It is actually 28 meters below sea level, making it the lowest lying capital city in the world and the largest city in the world below sea level. Incredible to think that. And the Caspian Sea is very much at the heart of Baku and such an iconic part of its DNA. And I explained earlier about the significance of oil in Azerbaijan and in Baku. A lot of the onshore production, however, has halted, and they switched to mostly offshore production, which in the Caspian Sea has had a bit of a negative effect on other things environmentally related. So there was traditionally a large sturgeon population in the Caspian Sea, and sturgeon of course gives us caviar. So caviar as a luxury good is very much under threat in this part of the world, I believe. Today, as a result of One, economic activity increasing, i.e. the production of offshore oil, as a result on the environment in other ways, such as the decline of the sturgeon population. But here you can see the mall, the Deniz Mall, from a closer angle. Wouldn't it have made a beautiful ring as well? And right here next to the Deniz Mall, you've got the Carpet Museum. You can see it looks like a rolled up carpet. And I'm actually going to walk to the front of it to give you a better idea of its design. Yeah, these are very popular as well, getting around the city. I've seen many young people use that as a means of transport. But here you can see the Carpet Museum from another side. Taxi? No sir, it's okay. Yes. Yeah. How are you, my friend? Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Baku, yes.
You Baku?
Center Haydar Aliyev, very good museum.
Very good museum.
Telephone, yes. Center Haydar Aliyev.
It's okay, monsieur. Yeah.
Museum.
Yes.
You Italia?
South Africa.
Ah,
Yeah, Afrique.
Africa, good.
Yes, monsieur.
My friend, yes, Africa.
Monsieur, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
No problem.
Have good luck today with the taxi. You're a taxi, yes.
Yes.
I see you got Azerbaijan flag.
Yes.
And is it and Turkey?
Yes, yes.
Okay, very
Turkey,
good.
Azerbaijan.
Turkey, Azerbaijan.
Turkey, yes, Azerbaijan, yes.
Very good, monsieur. Yes. Well, I hope you have nice
Okay,
business today,
okay.
monsieur.
Thank you very much.
All the best. Bye bye. There's some friendly Baku residents. Taxi driver just trying to sell me his services. But I declined because I want to show you the carpet building. You can see a bit of the length of a carpet. It certainly is a very interesting design. Azerbaijan Museum. Museum Without Borders. First inclusive museum in Azerbaijan. From what I've seen so far, Azerbaijan is certainly a very inclusive place. And I think this is also a nice segue into the next bit of information I want to share with you. And I'll talk a little bit about the year 1918 and why it's so important here in Azerbaijan, more generally, and in Baku specifically. So to do that, I'll actually start in the year 1917, the year before. In October 1917, you had the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. And shortly after, you had the establishment of the Trans-Caucasian Commissariat here in the Caucasus. They were opposed to Bolshevik rule and instead wanted to promote unionism amongst Azerbaijan, Armenia and Georgia. And in March the following year, March 1918, you had the March Days in Baku, where Azerbaijanis fought against the Bolsheviks and Dashnaks. And it's estimated that about 3,000 or between 3,000 and 12,000 Azerbaijanis lost their lives in that conflict. And Baku was lost by the Azerbaijanis. So shortly after the March Days, on the 28th of May 1918, a very significant day here in Azerbaijan, the Azerbaijan Democratic Republic was established with Ganja, another city here in Azerbaijan, as its capital. Obviously, the Azerbaijanis wanted to regain or recapture Baku, so they turned to the Ottoman Empire for some military support. And in August and September of 1918, the Ottomans, together with the Azerbaijanis, fought against a loose coalition which included Bolsheviks, Mensheviks, Dashnaks and also the British. But let's not forget as well that in 1918 you still had World War I, and even though Baku was regained by Azerbaijan, the Ottomans faced... Hello guys, how are you? Good. Some more friendly locals. But even though Azerbaijan... YouTube, I show you, sir. Really explore. There you go. Thank you. Please go watch. Yes. Yeah, take it easy. Thank you. Baku, my friend. Friendly locals here in Baku. Very proud of their city, and so they should be. But anyways, I was saying about the troubles the Ottomans faced in 1918. So even though Azerbaijan regained Baku and established Baku as the new capital of the Azerbaijan Democratic Republic, the Ottomans in October of 1918, so shortly after the Battle of Baku, had to sign an armistice agreement with the British, the Armistice of Mudros, which meant that about 5,000 British forces, British troops, were stationed here in Baku until late 1919. And after 1919, in the following year, 1920, on the 28th of April, the Azerbaijan Democratic Republic ceased to exist. And the Soviet times of Azerbaijan started shortly after. But coming back to the inclusivity theme we saw over here on the poster, the Azerbaijan Democratic Republic was the first democratic and secular state in the Islamic and Turkic world. So in terms of religion, let's talk a little bit about that. So Azerbaijan has the second highest number of Shia Muslims in the world after Iran, but they're very different in terms of religion. So Iran obviously is called the Islamic Republic of Iran, and Azerbaijan is very much a secular state. Again, going back to their history, the 1918 Azerbaijan Democratic Republic was a secular state as well at the time, and it still is today. And there's a lot of freedom of expression in this country which you won't find in Iran. There you can see how they're setting up for the Formula One with some seating and obviously some sort of big screen as well. So Formula One fever here in Baku, people getting really excited about it. Again, just look how clean it is in the city. Right, check this out. Here you've got a statue, some musician. The best bit is you can actually pick one of his songs and they'll play it for you. Some snack stands here, some popcorn, and some ice cream you could get. And again, beautiful flowers. Another coffee shop. There's a park for kids. Beautiful park here. Just look at these amusements here. Any kid's dream. Look at the juxtaposition here. An old merry-go-round or carousel with the flame towers in the background. So let me tell you a little bit about Baku during the Soviet times. So Baku was the major oil city of the Soviet Union. And in 1942, during the Second World War, the Axis powers became very interested in the oil fields of Baku. And the Wehrmacht launched Operation Edelweiss with the aim to capture those oil fields. But they came short. They were driven back by Operation Little Saturn of the Soviet Union. So the oil fields of Baku remain under Soviet control. And Baku was obviously also a very popular seaside destination for many Soviets to come and relax and have a holiday. So here you have more pristine and cutting edge flower beds. You've got a beautiful clock, and check this out. There's a chessboard here, and I'll tell you a little bit of a story about my life and chess. So in my final year at school in South Africa, during my matric exam, I had a picture of Garry Kasparov, the Russian chess grandmaster, on the wall in front of my desk. And in the picture, Kasparov was concentrating very, very hard on his next move. I wanted a reminder there to concentrate and to study hard during the exam, so I used Kasparov as an inspiration. And why is it significant? Why am I telling you this? Well, on the 13th of April 1963, Garry Kasparov, one of the, if not the greatest chess players of all time, was born here in Baku. So in an indirect way, Baku and Garry Kasparov is responsible for me passing my matric exams. And I say thank you very much to Baku and Kasparov for that. Right guys, I suggest let's go to the town center, see what Baku town center looks like, and after that we'll also go to the old town. So lots to see in the city. People really love coffee here in Baku. You can see a bagel bar, coffee house, patisserie next to it. So again, another feeling of being in Paris with all the coffee shops and the French things you can buy, but also maybe some American influence as well that you want to explore. How brilliant is this? A French style cafe, a French themed cafe. We have to go and see what it looks like. Hello guys, how are you? I'm making some YouTube. Is it okay to make some film? Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Yes.
If you say German, okay.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Let's go. Oh wow, look at this. Central Perk here in Baku. Where's Rachel and Monica and all the others, huh? They're not here. They're not in Baku. Can I just have a cappuccino, please, sir?
Cappuccino.
I've just met Mohammed here, who's making me a cappuccino. You can see the French style takeaway cups.
630.
So 630 Azerbaijani manat. The currency conversion, 1 British pound to 2.1 manat. Bit of Central Perk here in Baku. And there we go, French style coffee. Thank you guys very much. Right, time for a quick cappuccino break. French themed cafe. Rachel and Monica are not here, but at least they're on the TV. Right guys, that was nice. Maybe later I can come and have a second cup. But for now, let's go and explore this beautiful city a bit further. Definitely a Parisian style feel in this part of the city. Boulangerie and patisserie. A Hard Rock Cafe and a Shakespeare. You have a Starbucks here as well in Baku. So a very international, cosmopolitan place. Here's another reminder that they're setting up for the Grand Prix. They are hard at work. Over here you've got more beautiful flower beds and fountains and wow, just look at that building there, all the statues. Right guys, in front here there's the old city, so why don't we go and explore this part of Baku. It's also known as Isheri Shehir and it's believed to have existed since at least the 12th century, although some scholars claim that some of the buildings in there we'll see, such as the Maiden Tower, has existed much earlier because of a type of stone that was used, which was much older. And so there's some disagreement about the exact age of this walled complex here, the inner city. And there's a lot of traffic here, people who want to get in here. So luckily I'm a foot passenger, so I don't need to wait for the traffic. So yeah, here's the city walls. And of course I mentioned earlier about Baku's strategic location on the Caspian Sea. So also during the Middle Ages it was very much a city that was desired from a strategic perspective, so it had a lot of invasions as well historically. So to protect it from foreign invasion, the walls around the old city was built. You also have many souvenir shops and restaurants in this part of the town. So let me tell you a little bit about the population of Baku. So in the 1850s it's estimated that there were less than 8,000 people living in Baku. However, at current there are about 2.8 million people who are registered as being Baku resident. So obviously a huge increase in population. But the 2.8 million is an understatement, because if you also include the people who work or travel or pass through Baku in some way, shape or form, either local or foreign, the population increases to between 4 and 5 million. And there are only 10 million people in Azerbaijan, so half of the population of Azerbaijan is connected to Baku in some way or another. And as I mentioned, most of the people in 1850 or around that time would have lived here in the old city. It's also called Isheri Shehir, or the inner city, to distinguish it from the outer city, or Baya Shehir. The old city is, or parts of it at least, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Lovely to walk around here. It definitely has a feeling of it being in the Middle Ages. And A few souvenir shops, not as many maybe as I expected. I suppose it's not quite tourist season yet in Azerbaijan, but still a few shops open. Peaceful fountain here in the old city, where life is definitely slower than in Bayershehir, than in the new city. Modern balloon in ancient ruins. And here we have an iconic part of Baku, the Maiden Tower. So the Maiden Tower is believed to have existed at least since the 12th century, but some scholars believe that some of the stone that was used in its construction is actually much older, so older than the 12th century. No one really knows then how old it is, and there are lots of legends regarding the name, and a very popular one of course is the girl that saved Baku from enemy forces, the Maiden, and hence the name Maiden Tower. And also here from the old town you've got another iconic view of the flame towers over there. So again, the new combined with the old, that always makes for a wonderful picture. More souvenir shops. You even have a Russian dolls that they sell here, so obviously Soviet connection and a historic connection to Russia. Carpets and magnets. Right, let's say goodbye to the Maiden Tower. Let's go to the Shervan Shah's palace and see what that's about. Look at that flying carpet shop. Magic carpets. Oh, I wonder where this car is going with all this stuff. Certainly moving a lot of stuff. Restaurant, Azerbaijani cuisine. So sorry, a Shervan Shah palace. This one. Oh, okay, thank you, monsieur.
Actually, I think I saw you on YouTube.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, like
okay.
You look so similar to me.
Very good, man. Yes, that one.
Yes.
Is that? I just met this local here, so Torgul.
My name is Torgul. How are you? I'm just like really appreciate your, how to say, your success, how you do it. Like you came from different country, and like
so much
like promoting also Azerbaijan. How to say, like it's not like everyday things to see here.
Yes.
So I'm actually appreciating you for like doing this job.
I really appreciate it.
You inspire a lot of people. So
thank you very much. Yes, so please come to Azerbaijan, guys, and inspire others to come here as well.
Yeah, you should come. You should come to Azerbaijan.
Thank you very much, man.
You're
Very
welcome.
nice. Oh, it's always nice as a YouTuber to get messages like that, so thank you very much. I just want to show you some beautifully painted oil drums, roses, and just a wonderful, tranquil place to walk. And here's little alleys in the old town, which I think is more residential. Let's just get a glimpse preview of life here. I think there are still a few thousand people who live here in the old town. Yeah, I have a feeling this is largely residential, although there are a few souvenir shops here as well. And of course the cats. Hello, kitty. Wow, flashbacks to Hammamet in Tunisia with all the cats and the beautiful alleys in the, well, in the Medina in Hammamet, but obviously we are now in Azerbaijan, in Baku. Yeah, that looks very residential. Wow, that's a big water bottle. What is that? Gosh, 19 liters. And lots of flags in windows. Even though there's not really a lot of flags on display in public places, I have noticed there's an extraordinary amount of flags portrayed on people's houses and balconies and other parts of a residential places. So very patriotic people here in Azerbaijan. Look at this, the aliens are coming. In fact, they're already here. And over here you got a depiction of a lion and another Azerbaijan flag.
Hello.
So is this the Shervan Shah Palace?
Shervan Shah Palace, the upstairs, left right.
Left one and
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
Which is this building?
This is the army, this Turkish and Azerbaijan army.
Ah,
system.
Turkish and army, yeah.
YouTuber?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Which name's YouTuber?
I show you there, yes.
Wow! Really?
Do you want to say something about
Hi.
Just meeting, what's your name, sir?
My name is Ralph.
Ralph, yeah, nice
my
to meet
tour
you.
company. Nice to meet you too, sir.
Nice to meet
I
you.
will brochure. Maybe you are interested.
Yes,
Sure.
thank you, man. I'll have a
You're
look at
welcome.
stuff. Thank you so much
You're
for the
welcome, sir.
information.
Bye.
So Shervan Shah is just straight
Yeah,
up.
up, start on left side.
And left one is
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for the information,
You're
man.
welcome,
Bye-bye. Look at this, almost a depiction of Parisian life here in Baku. More interesting art. And I see a plaque there. It says Baku 2017, 4th Islamic Solidarity Games. So were they mascots during the games? As always, please someone in the comments, if you could confirm that, that would be great. So many things here that are interesting of a city that I want to read up about more. Yeah, you can see the Shervan Shah complex. Not exactly sure of the pronunciation, but there's some information for us. Shervan Shah's palace complex of Shervan Shahs, the rulers of a state with 1,000-year history, is a unique masterpiece of medieval architecture. Let's check out a bit of a Shervan Shah palace. There's an Instagram hotspot for some people, and wow, actually look at this beautiful view again of the iconic flame towers. It's not free to go in, so unfortunately it's paid to go in, and I don't usually pay to go into places. It's just an unwritten rule I have when I go traveling. So maybe I'm foolish, maybe I should embrace it a bit more and not be as tight, but sometimes I think the best things in life are for free. This is a very nice picture as well, isn't it? Yeah, this is definitely something I want to see. The miniature book museum, free entrance, and you can see there the largest collection of miniature books in the world, Guinness World Records. Let's go check it out. Hi, hello. Is photo okay? Yeah, thank you. It's for YouTube. Yes. Thank you very much.
My name is Lina. I'm guide in this museum.
Hello, Lina. Yes, how are you?
Where are you from?
South Africa.
Oh, welcome from our country.
Yes. You're right with camera, yes?
Oh,
It's okay. Yeah, okay, thank you.
And this museum was created by Zarifa Salahova, by this woman.
Okay, yes.
When she traveled other countries, she always bought like minerals with
Okay.
money. She's from Azerbaijan, by the way.
Okay.
And she collected these books and created like this museum. In this museum we have 9,000 books.
9,000 books. Oh, that's a lot, yes. Thanks for showing me around.
You can see religious books,
Okay, yes.
Quran, Bible,
Look at the little Bible.
Judaism.
And there's one book you can only read with a magnifying glass. Is that right? I read that. So where is that one?
Huh?
Where is the book with a magnifying glass?
This section.
This one.
Yeah. We have the smallest
That
book
is
all over the
amazing.
world. Look at this blue box.
Wow.
You will see white circle, right?
White circle, yes.
And this door.
Mm-hmm.
That's the smallest book.
Wow. So actually inside that white circle there, that is a book?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Published in Japan. Consists of 22 pages.
So published in Japan, consisting of 22 pages. That is incredible.
And
I did not expect it to be that small. I knew they were going to be small books, but it's like smaller than
it's like seed.
like a seed. That is insane.
Size is 0.75 millimeters.
Wow.
And the name is Days of Four Seasons.
The Days of Four Seasons, the smallest book in the entire world here in Baku, Azerbaijan. You can only read it with that magnifying glass there. Thank you so much for your help, appreciate it. Wow guys, how incredible was that smallest book? It's like a seed. And you can only read it with a magnifying glass. Unbelievable. I did not expect it to be that small. This is quite beautiful with the flora and the architecture combining, and a cosmopolitan edge here to the old town as well. Azerbaijan and Baku bags, magnets and Russian dolls, teapots. Right, just walking back to the city centre. I wonder how many taxis operate in this city. There's a huge amount. People trying to sell their services to me. You can see more people here on a guided tour of Azerbaijan. of Baku. But here on Vili Explore you get a free tour of Azerbaijan and of Baku. So their loss but your gain. Another Formula 1 board. That's over there. There at the back is the Hard Rock Cafe we saw earlier. Yeah, some directions to other interesting places. So Sheri Shahir, or the old city we were just at. And yeah, lots of people enjoying a beautiful day here in Baku. No one really enjoying the carousel at the moment though. See the European style balconies with a Soviet air conditioning. Yes, indeed, Fountain Square or Fountains Square. During the Soviet Union in 1920, the government named it the Garden of Karl Marx. Wow, look at even the street lights here are very interesting. Look at that, Burj Khalifa, giving a Dubai-esque feeling to the city. Ah, not really that, but the other architecture we saw earlier certainly does. Look at this massive McDonald's sign and coffee cup, embracing the Western and American influence. A statue of a woman putting on some lipstick. Fountain display here. There's some more mascots, I think, of the games, the 2017 games. And wow, yeah, definitely feels like you're in Paris. Let's look at the color of the buildings. Same cream color you'll see in Paris, and with a grey scaled roofs, and also some music, street music. Sounds like you're in Paris. A big mall, Zara and Bershka, and of course McDonald's, Pandora. So what an amazing cosmopolitan place is Baku. I just love the relaxing vibe. Even though there's loads of people around, there's really a relaxing edge to the city. Here's another interesting statue. A woman with an umbrella on her phone. Some Dutch style fries, Holland fries, here in Baku. Some huge buildings here as well. And some Parisian style kiosks as well here around the city. Can you feel the Parisian vibe here in Baku? I certainly can. Definitely know now why it's got the nickname the Paris of the East. Statue of a musician here. Patisserie. Check all the pigeons. Wow. Spider-Man. One of the big markets here. Another Azerbaijan flag. And more shops here, selling everything from caps to vapes, belts and shoes. Time to get my tourist map out. So we are in Rasul Riza, or whatever that is. And I want to go towards the Winter Park. I'll show you a little bit about what the park looks like there. So, hello sir, how are you? Good, good. Leo Tolstoy Street. This is outside the city center now. Yeah, definitely less crowded here. Laundry service. Definitely a bit more of a local feel here. But traffic jams nonetheless. Here you've got the Corona bar and some locals. Salam. Baku, off the beaten trail with Vili Explore. You don't get better than this. International Medical Center. Hope I don't have to use that. Check out this office sign, I believe. Stained glass and the flame towers. Salam.
Salam.
Oh wow, look at that. That is a very impressive building. I'm just going to cross here to the Winter Park. Yeah, so I think we are now at the Winter Park here in Baku. And you can see there another relaxing stroll for people alongside the manic traffic. So what are my impressions of Baku? I really like it. I think it's a very interesting mix of modern and old architecture. I can definitely see why people call it the love child of Dubai and Paris. I think it's very clean, and if you like architecture, I would absolutely say you should come here, because it does have a unique feeling to it. Hello guys. Another impression is of course the emphasis on green spaces and on public areas being clean and where people can walk and relax and sit down. And yeah, definitely scores a high mark from me, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Here's another underpass with escalators. They don't work. Some directions for us, you can see there, Baku railway station and Metro 28 May. And 28 May, of course, that important date in 1918 I talked about earlier, when the Azerbaijan Democratic Republic was formed. And very important date for Azerbaijan. I think opposite here is the Heydar Aliyev garden, which we'll see in a second. I have to go through the underpass again. Check out the old Soviet cars as well here in Baku. Oh, this one is working. Escalator, escalator. And we've arrived here at the garden. Lots of interesting monuments again. And again, just look how clean it is. And yes, Heydar Aliyev. I see the fountains have got a star. Is that 8 points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's the 8-pointed star, like on the flag. Local Baku residents and pigeons enjoying some sunshine or a bit of shade. You can see everyone's still wearing jackets, including myself. Even though it's April, it's still a little bit chilly. Today's a nice sunny day though. Yeah, there's a statue of an important man and more buildings. Presumably residential, and looks like that's a bank. And yes, there is Mr. Aliyev. And another bank. So Baku showing its economic power. This underpass has got a bit of shopping. Check out this bookstore as well. Tony Robbins. Dreaming big here in Baku. Some local buses in the city. A few more of the local shops here. You can see a nice balcony there with some seating, presumably a coffee shop, a barber shop and telecommunications, all kinds of shops. And of course the Parisian style balconies on this building here. And a beautiful station building, I presume. This is a pretty busy crossing here in the city. Some cars getting angry. There's another square here and looks like a university building. And a beautiful clock there. And there is a metro, which I think will be very useful after a long day of walking. And guys, this is also where I'll end my vlog. So, oh, there we go. Won't end it just yet. There's some friendly locals there. How are you guys? Very good. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and leave a comment in the comment section. So, hope you enjoyed this tour of Baku. Thank you very much for watching my videos, guys. I'll see you again soon.